Hi, everybody, and welcome. I am Aurora. This is the Flying Rainbow Lasagna, and this is your invitation to the second in-person Flying Rainbow Lasagna dance retreat that I'm doing. So this second one coming up is in Sedona, same retreat location, but with new and wonderful things. And this is September 2nd through September 5th of 2024. So I did the first retreat in May, and it was amazing. It was the first time that I was together with other dancers in person. It was the first time that I was able to see and coordinate what we were doing in terms of our physical presence and also in terms of our time presence. It was incredibly successful in the sense of each one of us dancing into reality, new time structures, not only for our own individual bodies, our own individual lives and relationships, but also for our communities, for our entire world, for our entire time collective. We changed and shifted things with that dance in a much, much better direction. And this is the type of shift that you make incrementally, like turning a giant ocean liner or something like that. You can't make a 90-degree turn. You have to incrementally shift with each of these intentional dances that you do. So huge culmination and very positive thing from then. And now I am not just repeating the experience, I am building upon it. So we created an amazing foundational energy field of Flying Rainbow Lasagna that's called Time Warpage at the Desert Rose Retreat. We will be returning to that same beautiful retreat, and I'll show you some pictures of what it looks like so that you can get a sense of what it is. And also, here's the new fun and exciting stuff. I've rented a large dance studio that is called The Hub, and it's on a beautiful elevated hill. It's part of the parks system there in Sedona. It's a big, beautiful indoor space because September 2nd through 5th, this is either very, very hot season in Sedona or monsoon season. And so I wanted to make sure that all of the events that I'm creating, we're going to be safe no matter what. If it rains, if it's hot, if it's beautiful and sunny, we'll be fine. So it is an indoor space with big, beautiful open wooden floor and lots of beautiful natural light and beautiful tall ceilings. I am going to bring all of my music making equipment. This makes me super duper happy. So at the first retreat, we mostly danced to recorded music, and I only had a little bit of my music making equipment there. All right. But this time I will be able to have my whole entire setup with me. And I am going to absolutely, I want to say bathe you in sound, but I also want you to know this is not going to be sound bath where you will want to lay down and snooze in any way. This will be a very, very active, celebratory movement. And this is for people who are, let's say, intellectually informed about what the Flying Rainbow Lasagna is. So if you would like to be a participant at the upcoming retreat, what I would do is ask that you commit to the Tuesday morning dance group, no additional fee or anything like that. Be in that group for the purpose of learning about what are I call it my shorthand. Like the dance is not necessarily a dance like ballet that is decorative, or a dance like the waltz that has prescribed patterns that you will always do in the same way. But I do have shorthand where I'll say, like you're holding a delicate vase, or you're about to go through a portal. So that way you can begin to learn my shorthand so I can guide you through these, their time waves, how to surf time waves and how to roll and dive through portals. And also, so that you can begin to build the physical infrastructure in your body, because you're going to have to work on muscles of your torso, muscles of your posture, and other aspects of strength to be able, and endurance, to be able to do this dance for several hours at a time. So that's the goal. So in a very, very fun way, not in a boot camp type of way. I will never yell at you in boot camp, but in a very positive, encouraging way. I would like for people to be prepared to come to this Flying Rainbow Lasagna dance retreat, feeling their best and feeling their strongest to be able to do this work. I consider this to be a serious spiritual discipline as well as a fun, expression of creativity. We dance with meaning and purpose behind our physical movements and also genetic oscillations. And I would also ask that people who are new to my work and would like to be a part of this also commit to taking my class. Again, do not have to pay anything extra, simply be in my class so that you are intellectually prepared to know about what these concepts are, what we're actually doing, and the meaningfulness behind it. So this is not your regular average dance party. This is something bigger and deeper. Let me share with you the document that has been prepared here. Just pulling up my screen. Okay, good. And show you this. Good, fantastic. So this is a beautiful photograph from the moment of sun gazing, where we were doing that at the first retreat in May. And then here's a beautiful little picture that you can see of what it's like there. There's a large outside deck, and everybody who was there received their own Flying Rainbow Lasagna rainbow dance pad, that then you can have that for forever to be able to continue your practice, because this is also not considered to be a mere blip on your radar screen or something that you do once in your life, but really a lifetime practice and something that we will continue to do and coordinate, even if we are non-local in space-time. So that means you might not be in the same place, you might not be at the same time, but you are still coordinating as a Flying Rainbow Lasagna dancer with this larger intentional energy field. And all of my dancers are fantastic people. I am so amazed by the quality of the people who came forward and gave their best energy. And we created the most beautiful group cohesion and had some of the really beautiful experiences of coming together in our communal meals, talking a lot. I got to share and teach with people in person. And I really feel that people created lifelong friendships and connections, that it's so worthwhile to come and be a part of this for that reason. So here you can see, well, first I'll go over a couple of basic things. The cost to participate is $1,000. The cost for all meals is $350. So just the base price without accommodations is $1,350. And that is for 4 days and 3 nights together at this experience. And that includes anything that we have to do, like driving to and from the dance experience, any other excursions. So there's no additional fees once you find your way to us. And if you choose to do lodging somewhere else or stay with a friend, we will make sure that you are able to drive you back and forth to be able to get to all of the events. If you only want to participate in 1 day, it would be $425. The accommodations are separate from all of this. And the accommodations are so first I wanted to show you these beautiful pictures here. So can we scroll fast, bigger? There we go. So this is the place where we will be staying at the retreat. And this is the dance space. You can see it's a really beautiful space. You guys already know me, so I can scroll through that. My dog will be with us. Cheeky is amazing. She is not merely a satellite, but she is the main epicenter of all things Flying Rainbow Lasagna. And so just be mindful, if you are very sensitive or allergic to dogs, not going to be the best, most comfortable thing for you to experience. But if you are a dog lover, Cheeky is very attentive to everyone. And she was a big part of all of the one-on-one sessions that I do. And the one-on-one sessions are included in the price to participate. What I'm doing differently this time is you'll need to schedule them either before or after the actual retreat, because that way I will be rushed and I will be able to have enough time to be attentive to each person. So that will take a little bit of coordination for anybody who would like to experience a one-on-one session with me. So this is a little bit of what you can see what the retreat center looks like. And then here are some more beautiful images of it. We moved this deck furniture so that there was just a large, beautiful, expansive place. We do, this is why I joke about boot camp, but I don't want you to be intimidated. Wake up at sunrise and get outside, do sun gazing, and do pre-flight and do lasagna right away. So that is one of the reasons why I love this area over here. There's a beautiful place for both sun gazing at morning and at night. And because the weather might be very nice and warm, I will see if we do Flying Rainbow Lasagna in the pool. That is 100% dependent upon whether the weather is cooperating with us. Or what we did last time, there's a beautiful hot tub there, and we had some beautiful time enjoying the hot tub. We also had some beautiful time here, make it a little larger. There's a fire pit, and had some wonderful conversations around this fire pit at the end of the night. So I want you to know some aspects of this are scheduled and some aspects of this have free time, so that way you can, of course, like talk to other people, make friendships and process and learn and grow. And then this is where we had our communal meals together. Are the same wonderful team is going to be making our food for us, all super healthy food. In fact, I've even fine-tuned the menu a little bit so that it will be 100% amenable to lots of dancing, being, let's say, not heavily weighed down, but to be encouraged in your inner flight. And we also had wonderful conversations just sitting around the table and being able to talk and share. I think that was incredibly wonderful. And then these are some of the different accommodations. So there are 20 spots available. Not all of them will be lodging here at this particular retreat. Priority will be given to returning dancers and to people who contact me early in the experience. So if you would like to make certain that you have accommodations here at this retreat as opposed to someplace else, then please contact me right away. And the retreat center is meant to be like our centralized hub where we'll be having all of our meals together, doing most of our talking and sharing together. And then of course, we'll have that one day over at the dance studio. So there are camping areas, like spaces around the retreat center, comfortable camping. And I want to make sure that you know about this. I make a commitment to people that if you are camping outside, if there's any discomfort or inclement weather or any problems like that, don't worry, we'll make sure that there's a space where you can move inside. You will not have to camp outside in the rain, and you still have full access to all of the amenities and comforts of living inside. You would just have your bed and be sleeping outside. Then there are 2 private queen suites, 1 big, beautiful king suite, a large communal room with bunk beds and a king bed. And then I think that is what's available here. And then you can see in this document, which I will link to, if you're interested in attending the retreat, go down to where it says apply here and just click on that application, fill it out and send it in. If you are a returning dancer, there is no need for you to fill out the application and send it in because I already have all of your contact information and already know all about you. You would just simply need to email me with your interest. So I think that those are the main things that I wanted to talk to you about. We will be doing the basic schedule, arriving on a Monday at 4 p.m. That's Monday, September 2nd. Checking in, having a small meal together, doing our sun gazing as the sun is setting at night, everybody getting settled into their rooms and comfortable in the space, and then beginning on our first full day, that's Tuesday, with waking up at sunrise, pre-flight, coffee, a little bit of food, doing our lasagna before it gets too hot outside, then a real meal, like something that will sustain you for a little while, and then going over to the big dance hall. And we'll have that for the entire day. I will put up all of my music equipment there, decorate the space with beautiful scarves. In fact, that right there is one of my prototypes. And then also have some small, snacky type of foods that we will have available for everyone, because when you dance, you're going to get hungry over at the dance area. And then when we complete that, and when I pack up all of my equipment, going back to the retreat center, having another small meal, doing our sun gazing, doing Flying Rainbow Lasagne at the end of the day with the sun. Again, there's going to be a lot of dancing here. And then having our main meal. And then the next day will be our second full day. That will include sun gazing in the morning, dancing early in the day before it gets too hot. We will do either an excursion to the same area of the Red Rocks where we did last time. It's called Buddha Beach or Crescent Moon Beach, if you want to look on a map and see what that looks like. Or we might also do activities in the pool, depending upon the weather. Because again, I can't predict that right now. And I will do a formal teaching and a lecture that will be about topics of Flying Rainbow Lasagna. And then we will also have a ceremonial celebratory meal at the end of that day that will include like a big, beautiful cake or something like that. All this healthy food, like sweetened with fruit juice and made with beautiful natural nut crust and ingredients like that. And then the next day would be Thursday, waking up early in the morning, doing one more Flying Rainbow Lasagna outside. And when we did that last retreat, that was our most powerful dance. It was actually amazing because we really came together as a group. We had a huge amount of energy that we really deployed effectively, totally shifted the fabric of reality. We danced for 2 hours and then had a small meal, cleaned everything up out of the retreat center and checked out by 10 a.m. So I would consider that to be our closing ceremony. Again, it's an unpredictability factor. Like, I don't know exactly what it will look like as it takes shape because some of it is dependent upon what we do and what we're feeling in the moment. But that's the basic armature of what we do. And last time we did have an issue where some dark clouds rolled in and it became windy and blowy, not that nice to be outside. So that was why last retreat we did not do both of our excursions. We just did one of them. Everyone was totally amenable to the changes in the schedule. And so what I do and what I will continue to do is check in with participants, see what is the comfort level and what people want to do in each moment, depending upon what, sometimes the unpredictability of the weather brings to us. So if this is something that sounds like the fulfillment of your dreams, something that your heart leaps forward and says, yes, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. If you're interested and engaged and want to jump forward into something new, please fill out the application. Please contact me. And returning dancers, please contact me, as I would love to have you come back. And also something that was pretty amazing from the first retreat, I got to meet people who told me that they've been following my work sometimes for maybe, it could have been the past 7 years. Some people have known me for so long, but it's been unidirectional, where I am mostly, creating videos or other sharings, and people are watching me, but I don't really know them that much. I got to meet so many beautiful people who I'm really connected to, but I just didn't know their faces, and they mostly had online handles. So I mostly didn't know like what, like nicknames is what I mean. Mostly people had nicknames online. I didn't know who people were. I got to meet people for real in person and have beautiful heart connections. So you might be one of those people that I've known for or been connected with for many years, and I just don't know you actually by your given name and your face. I would love to meet you. I would love for you to come to this event. I would love for you to dance with me in person. I would love for you to share your unique gifts in the world with this formalized group that I'm bringing together in cohesion. I thank you so much to everyone who watches my videos and to everyone who has an interest in what I share with Flying Rainbow Lasagna. Thank you so much.